hiatus. I spent the last 8 weeks getting to know and helping take care of my new daughter, and it's been a wonderful time to be with her. But I'm glad to be back. Typically, we do a midweek devotion now. I read what I wrote. It's sort of like a video version of an audiobook. I don't know what we're going to call that. But anyway, but today we're going to do something different because it's All Saints Day. All Saints Day is the day of the year where we honor those saints known and unknown, those people who have served God, that have gone before and are around now, people who have been, I don't know, signs, symbols, people that we can point to say, I want to be like them when I grow up as a Christian. So I wanted to spend a little bit of time about talking about one who is important to me. It's actually my grandma, who was a minister. She was one of the persons who helped me feel the call to be a minister. Being a minister herself, she took me and my brother around when she was working at an old folks home, and we would do the rounds and we would get into trouble, and I would get to see her minister. I got to see her in worship. I got to see her do all sorts of things. We had to get to do long talks about what faith means, why it's important. When I had the first inklings to be a minister, she was the one whom I called and sat down with to have lunch. She is just one of those saints for whom I think God put in my way so that I would be the person of faith that I am today. I'm sure that you have a person or a group of people that are saints to you. So today we give thanks to God for those people. And I wanted to read a poem by the poet Malcolm Guite that's specific for this day. It's called All Saints. I think it's incredibly appropriate. And so I invite you to find a little bit of a space where you can center yourselves and hear these great words. It's called All Saints. Though Satan breaks our dark glass into shards, each shard still shines with Christ's reflected light. It glances from the eyes, kindles the words of all his unknown saints. The dark is bright, with quiet lives and steady lights undimmed, the witness of the ones we shunned and shamed. Plain in our sight and far beyond our seeing, he weaves them with us into the web of being. They stand beside us even as we grieve, the lone and left behind whom no one claimed. Unnumbered multitudes he lifts above the shadow of the gibbet and the grave, to triumph where all his saints are known and named, the gathered glories of his wounded love. Again, that's All Saints by Malcolm Guite, a wonderful poem for today on All Saints Day, where we thank God for those people in our lives that we've known who have helped guide us in faith, and those who have paved the way that we don't know about, those saints unknown. Thank you, God, for them. And thank you for joining me for this week's midweek devotion. I hope you'll join us next week as we do something a little bit more normal. But I felt like today was important to honor those saints on this All Saints Day. God be with you till we meet again.